Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your season 1 finale. Out our banks. Let's fucking do this, guys. And this one is called The Phantom. Obviously, we kick off this episode basically, we've got John B and Sarah. They managed to escape, obviously, last episode with the whole bell tower burned down. And they're hiding out in this empty house that basically Rose, she's obviously the estate agent, so she owns that. But Ward is like, during this, he's like confessing to Rose that those crimes, brother, me and Rafe, we did them, man, but we're gonna pin it on John B, man. Then we also get Sarah like trying to talk to the agent guy, but then like her dad's like, she's just insane, and the guy's like, that's okay, but I want to speak to her too. And then she's obviously fucked off by this point. I mean, it's so stupid. Like, you've got these guys like holding her in custody, like the guy's fucking like the FBI guy. And he's like, oh, she need me, she got away. But what about the rest of these? But she just, I mean, I'm not saying that we're going to shoot her on sight, like, but a wee bit fucking stupid. But JJ's father's boat has been stole at this point, and then basically the plan is set in motion. John B and Sarah are forced to split up after the police invade the house. But Big John B is going to return home to retrieve the gold he has stashed there. And then Sarah will, they'll meet up later in the day to escape on the Phantom to Mexico. But during all this, we've got Rafe and Barry who decide to team up here. They show up at the Pogues where they've got the boat while they're getting the Phantom ready, and then it turns into a 2-on-3 match. And literally out of nowhere, Pope turns into fucking Brock Lesnar, or Bobby Lashley, should I say, lays the smack down. During this, though, Barry learns that like Rafe murdered the sheriff, and he basically implies here that he will blackmail him. But it's like, how I get why that can be a plot point, but at the same time, the amount of people that know that Rafe was the guy that killed the sheriff, it's like, so what if this guy, this is a fucking waster drug dealer. What about the other guys? What about, like, John B, JJ, Pope? I mean, is their word not a bit more valuable than this drug dealer? Who the police? Obviously, I get it, they're mates with John B. The police might not believe them as much, right? But this guy's just a waster drug dealer, so I don't really. I mean, I actually don't mind this I say I don't mind the Barry guy. I mean, they're good films, you get me. But as John B, though, escapes on the boat, like, the crew have like their final goodbye, he spots Sarah running out to the dock. So yeah, they're reunited, man. But they have to pass the lighthouse in order to get past. They get out, but the sheriffs are all there. That's obviously where they're set up. So they set up dark. But then your big man gets his specs out and fucking basically sees everything here, which was not good. And then they basically try to escape out into the sea. But the tropical storm arrives, and the boat gets absolutely battered. And then it flips over, and you're thinking, "Fuck, these two are dead, aren't they?" And then basically we get this scene I thought was really good. Like, you've basically got all the friends, the Pogues, like, crying because they think they're both dead, and like JJ's got no one to hug, and then you've got Pope and his family like kind of let him in. They're there, and they hug, which is pretty good. And it looks like Pope and Key are starting a relationship here. But meanwhile, it turns out John and Sarah aren't dead. And they're on a boat that's on its way to Nassau, wherever the fuck that is. And now, ho-ho, they're going to be able to get the gold in the Bahamas. Who knows, guys? So it's a definite cliffhanger ending. I feel like it would have been a better ending if we never saw they were alright. But then I guess, fuck, that's a long year to wait, knowing that, fuck, literally the two main characters are dead or not. But well, guys, I thought it was a pretty decent finale, but I felt like the last couple of episodes were better, and it is a finale, so I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10.